Thanks for joining us at iDub. My name is Tyson, and today we're going over heat molding skates, also known as baking them. This can solve some of your fit issues as well as shortening the break-in time, resulting in a nice customized fit. You also should note that this is not a necessary process. Some players will actually prefer to break them in the more natural way, whereas if you bake them too much or over bake them, it can result in a premature breakdown of the skate. So essentially what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be going over how to heat up the skate to have the materials nice, soft, and moldable in your own standard convention oven. First thing you want to do is you want to preheat the oven to around 175. As the oven's preheating, you want to make sure your skates are all ready to go in. What you want to do is you want to loosen up the skates, as you can see here, so the tongue can move out. So once the skate's done being baked, you can easily put your foot in and lace it up to ensure that you get the fit when the skate's nice and soft and heat molded. Alright, so now that the oven's been completely preheated, we're going to go ahead and turn off the oven, which is going to ensure a uniform temperature inside it, so all the materials of the boot are exposed to the same temperature with no direct heat on it. You're going to place one skate on a standard baking sheet, and you'll go ahead and just insert it into the oven about the center of the rack, and you're going to close it, and you're going to let it bake for about 6 to 8 minutes. You want to make sure you keep a close eye on it so that it's not getting too hot or you see any of the materials separating, because that's going to be a sign that it's been in there too long. So now during the baking process, you can go ahead and you can check on it to make sure that everything's getting heated up properly. So we're just going to go ahead and open it up. We're going to pull the skate out. We're going to feel the material. See how it's still a little stiff? So we're going to leave it in for a little bit longer. Just push it back, making sure not to leave the door open too long so that temperature in there stays at that 175 degrees. Alright, so we just hit the 6-minute mark. We're going to go ahead and check on the skate one more time. So we're going to pull it out. See, now it's nice and soft. We're ready to put it on. Alright, so the first skate just came out of the oven. You can see it's nice and soft, ready to be molded. So first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to open that tongue up nice and wide. I'm going to gently slide my foot in. I'm going to make sure the heel is all the way against the back. Give it a few taps. Make sure the tongue is nice and square. Then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start lacing it up. You want to make sure you do a nice smooth job on lacing it. You don't want to strain the eyelets too much, but you want to make sure it is tight. So we're just going to go ahead and lace these up and let it mold. Alright, so now that my skate's laced up, I'm going to keep it on my foot for about 15 minutes. This is going to allow the materials to cool and reharden around my foot, giving it that nice customized fit. As you can see, I'm sitting down in a position with the skate slightly tucked underneath me. This is going to resemble the position that you're going to be when you're skating. Also, if you take a look at this guy, this one has not been baked yet. You can see this one's really nice and wrapped around my foot, contouring to my own foot shape. And this one, you can see it really comes out and it hasn't been baked yet. As the skate is cooling around your foot, you can feel free to stand on it, which will add a little bit of width to it if you feel you have too narrow of a fit on your skate right now. But one thing to note is you don't want to be walking around on it or putting too much forward flex on it, which is going to cause strain to the eyelets. Once the skate's been on there for about 15 minutes, go ahead and unlace the skate, take it off, then relace it back up, leave it in an upright position and let it cool for 24 hours. This is going to ensure that all the materials have hardened and are ready to be skated on again. That was a quick look of how to bake your skate at your own home. Also note that you want to make sure you look at the instructions that come with the skates to see if there's any special requirements for that particular skate. Once again, thanks for joining us at Inline Ice Warehouse.